Hi guys, this is Akak Hamid and welcome back to my channel. Now if you are new to my channel, just to let you know, I am a photographer, videographer, retoucher. I've appeared in many magazines in the UK such as Digital Photographer magazine, Amateur Photographer magazine, Photo Plus magazine and many more. So this tutorial is basically a simple basic tutorial about how I color grade my images using Photoshop. Now I say using Photoshop, but there is another software involved. So uh, I'll just simply walk you through it. So basically I specialize in low light portraits. As you can see in this image, it's a low light image, a cinematic image. I'm known for doing stuff like this. So I felt this image was very good to use for this tutorial. So let's just get straight stuck in, guys. So the very first thing that I want to do here is we want to sort of like select a kind of like a color filter for this. So I do that by clicking on gradient map. Now, don't worry if it's blacked it all out, it's just the way Photoshop is set by default. There has been some updates recently with Photoshop, so I double click the black. And then what I want to do is, if you look at the presets, so if you just click on basics, so once you've clicked on the basics, we have these different three different options up there. So I'm gonna choose this one. So it's like the black to white. The reason why I want to choose that, if I hover over it, can you see black, white? So basically in that preset, you can see there's a black going over here and white. And that preset is actually perfect for this image because the way this image is taken, you can see I've used a flashlight going from this side. This is why her face is lit up and this part is dark. So this is why this particular preset is perfect for this image. So what I do here then is I'll just click on OK. Now I'm just going to show you here, it's created the layer for us over here, so you don't need to worry about anything there. So just going to go back to this, and then what I'll do is, sorry, I'll just go back. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So yeah, so basically what I want to do is I just want to sort of like mess with the color here. So I just want to sort of like get it bang on. So we're just going to drag this pointer just about over here, not too much, and now that, yeah, about there. And then what we want to do is, you can see a bit of a shadow, so that's, I don't want to spoil that effect because it gives that kind of dramatic effect, if that makes sense. And then what we want to do is basically the mid-tones here, we just want to sort of like bring that there and then just double click. Actually, I just want to sort of like double click this. And then what we want to do is we want to sort of like give this image a kind of cinematic effect, but using a certain color. So in this case, I'm going to go with the, let's say, brownish, because I feel that suits it best. And then what we want to do is, I'd say we don't want it too light and we don't want it too dark. We want to sort of like make it kind of mediumish, if that makes sense. So I'd say round about there should be okay. I mean, you can always change it afterwards if you're not happy with the effect, but I'd say round about the centerish. Then I click on OK, and again I want to click on OK here. And there you go. Now I know it doesn't look too pleasing now, but it will do in a bit. If I go down on the opacity here, there, can you see that, guys? So we just want to sort of like give it that brownish kind of like cinematic effect here. So I'd say somewhere around about, I'd say 0 or somewhere like below 30. But again, it's about experimenting. Don't be afraid of putting the slider up and down. It's not gonna just jump out the screen and kill you or something. It's all about experimenting. So I'd say about 25 should be perfect there. Now the very next thing I want to do here is I did say at the beginning that there's also another software involved. Now the software that I was actually referring to is the Colour Efex Pro 4 there. Now this is what I normally use. Now this Colour Efex Pro, there are there is a paid version, so you can actually pay to get the full license version, or if you want to do a 30 days trial, by all means you can do that as well. So if it's something that you want to use, then just go for it. 30 days, you can't go wrong with 30 days free trial. But I purchased it because I feel it's definitely worth it for me, especially with the photography that I do with the low light cinematic portraits. So this is why I purchased the license version. Now so basically I've got this open up now. You see these different categories over here. So what I want to do, the one that I want to choose, if you go under travel, then what I want to do is color process here. You just click on that, and then here we get the different color effects here. So let's just hover over them and let's see what it gives us. Now you can see they're color coded as well. So we got the B10, CO4, GO5. You can see that they've labeled it. So I'm just going to go through each one, see what tickles my fancy here. So got the actually I might choose supposing if there's something that you do like, just click the desired one that you like, and the strength, you can always bring the strength down. I actually quite like that. It does look a bit cinematic here. That's actually not too bad, but I'm just gonna go through other ones, see what I like. Again, you can always adjust the colors afterwards. Just because the colors are there, it doesn't mean you have to go with them. You can adjust them afterwards. So let's see what we got here. B10. Actually, B10 looks quite impressive. Just best if you go through all of them first before you actually choose, because you just never know what you might like afterwards. So what do you think, guys? Which one should I go with? I would say, I think the LO5 isn't too bad. So I'm just going to click on LO5. Like I say, you can mess with the colors here. I actually like this LO5 isn't too bad. Again, you can always mess with these controls here. So you've got the shadows. If you do want to give it the fadey effect as well, by all means, nothing to stop you from doing that. But I prefer it to go 0 highlights. Let's just see what that gives us. Not too bad. I'd say about 2%. This one, I actually prefer the shadows down. Again, it's about what's pleasing to the eye. That's what it's all about. Now let's have a look. I'd say about there, about 37%. That should do the trick. And okay, let's see. Like I say, this is how I actually color grade. Now, if I did not have this Colour Efex software, I'd still color grade through the Photoshop, because it has plenty of options to do that. Now again, you can actually mess with the opacity here as well, but I think I'm going to leave that. Just going to go down here again. You can mess with the colors if you're not happy with that. Now let's just see what we got here. So if I take that off and I take that one off, this is what we actually had before, and this is after. There you go, guys. That isn't actually too bad. It's given the dramatic effect that I was looking for. You can choose different colors. You don't have to always go by what I'm doing. This is just to give you an idea of how I actually color grade the images. So yeah guys, it was a simple tutorial. I am going to do some advanced stuff as well soon. If you saw my previous video, it was the review on the DJI Mavic drone. So I'm doing different things on this channel. So by all means guys, do check out my previous videos. So if you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.